And there's another. Oh yeah, and one thing, bro. If you feel uncomfortable answering a question, just let me know.
I got you.
Right? Because this question, it was kind of touchy lately. They
Mm-hmm.
asked me, "What's your opinion on the N word?"
The N word,
Last time using the N word.
like to be honest, bro, like in Texas. So what? So we're like right in the border, right? And it's in McAllen, in the Valley, Texas.
Oh, okay.
So, like, like there's obviously hella Mexicans, right? Right?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
And they all say the N word, right? So when you're a kid, you listen to that, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
becomes a habit. It's just like when I was a little kid, I was like in Mexico, you would say "way," right? And then
Yeah.
when over here, they say "nigga." Hey, what's good, nigga? Or like, what's good, fool? What's good, vato? Right? It's like it's all in the mix. Like, hey, what's good,
Oh, okay.
cuz? Like, it's like to be honest, like obviously, I'm not gonna say like uh, I only say like with people like that's calling me it. You get me?
Oh,
Like,
okay. Okay. Yeah.
cause in Storm Lake, like all the La Raza, like all the Mexicans, the Hispanics, los Hondureños, they all say that, right?
Uh huh.
And then if you think about it, most of like the Latinos that we come from African descendants too.
Yeah, bro. And it's not like to make you feel uncomfortable, bro. Es que me preguntaron que te preguntara. They asked me to ask you. And so
Hmm.
¿cómo se llama?
I mean, obviously, if
When
people feel uncomfortable saying it, like they feel offensive, of course, I'm like, hey, like no, like I know where to say it. Plus, it's
oh,
not in
okay,
my
bro.
vocabulary either, because I always say like, hey, what's good, like cuz, or like, hey, wait, or like, fool, or like, vato, or like, just like shit like that. Depends who I'm with.
On which people you're talking to. It
I
depends,
mean,
right?
I mean, in Storm Lake, everybody uses it, so it becomes a habit, right? Like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Mexicans, the
okay, bro.
Asians. If you listen to my songs, not all of them say it. Like you get me? Like it's if I say it, that's like a small percentage of my songs.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't say it like nomás por decir, right?
Oh, okay, right then. All right then, bro. Um, ¿Cómo se llama? When people ask me my personal question, I don't use it, so really,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like to say that, ¿verdad? But it's because that's how
Mm-hmm.
I grew up. You grew up, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, if you hear it when you're a little kid, obviously when you grew up, you're gonna say it, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Cause like in Texas, all the Mexicans say it. Like in Cali, I'm not from Cali, but I know like all the raza, all the Mexicans say that,
there's a
right?
few questions that people ask me to ask you.
Yeah.
People from here from Storm Lake, they listen to you where I live, and they were
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Hey, bro, you should ask Damein Royal or Damien Royal this question." And what do you think about the N word?
Like like saying the N word.
Yeah, and I've been
Um.
asking a couple other artists too. They say
Um.
ask all these artists. I'm like, all right, man, I'll do it specific.
What I think honestly for like what I think of is that like I was raised in Santana, right?
Yeah,
And like where I'm from, there's not like a lot of like black people around there, so it's mostly like Mexicans everywhere, food. So to me, like I don't like saying it because I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to them, and I just want to stick to my raza. Like I just want to stick to my culture. For like maybe and like there's other places where people are raised like Mexicans and blacks. Like I get it that they say the N word because I mean they're raised with black people, so it it,
yeah,
it depends. It depends. Like
yeah,
where I'm from, it's kind of I don't like saying the N word. Even though if I had a homie that'll be like, "E, you got the N word pass, fool," like I would be like, "Nah, fool," like I'm good, fool. Like I rather say fool, dog, like or like whatever fool, essay or what the fuck, whatever fool. But
For
I
real,
would
bro.
never say that shit, fool.
Same way.
I feel like to each his own, you know. Like to me, like I didn't grow up with black people, so I feel like I don't got the right to say it, fool.
Yeah, bro. Same way with me, bro. My dad's from El Chu. Well, he's not from El Paso. He's from this one town in Texas called Levelin,
Yeah,
and but he grew up with pachucos. You know what I mean? Like old school chucoed up people, man. Like those vatos were firme, bro.
hell
And
yeah.
so he grew up not saying the N word, but a lot of his cousins, when I met them, they're like, "Hey, what's up, nigga?" and stuff like that. And I was like, and my dad, he never said it, so I asked him, "Hey, Dad, what does that mean?" Then he told me the meaning of it, where it came from, what the original meaning of it, what happened in history and stuff. And then yeah, I was like, "Oh, man." People tend to say the N word. What are
Yeah,
your thoughts on that? Because some people, they agree, they don't care if you say the N word, but some people don't like it. Some people like it. You know what I mean?
yeah, I feel like that's a tough one right there. But
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
if
and
you want my honest, if you want my honest answer on that, I feel like if you want to say it, go ahead and say it. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's
okay, bro.
all in context. You get me? You know,
Okay, yeah.
you shouldn't do it too much. You shouldn't, you shouldn't just throw it out at the wrong circumstances. You get what I'm saying? Like you just, and it all depends on who you were raised around and you know what you really consider yourself. You get me?
Okay, bro. All right then. Yeah, bro.
I would never really, I won't trip on no one else for saying it, or I won't really think too hard about it, because you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like, you know, that's what they got going on. At the end of the day, I'll probably say it a couple times, it's here and there in my songs, but you know, that's just part of my vocabulary. You get me?
Yeah. And yeah, and the reason why I ask is because a lot of people have asked me to ask the artist before you,
Yeah.
and so then I wanted to ask because
No, for sure,
right
for
now
sure.
that
Good
question
one.
is trending. That question is trending. Like bro, what do you think of the N word? And some people, you know, of course, they don't mind it. Some people don't like to use it. And so yeah, bro, I grew up in a time where if you were not black and you said the N word, you'll get beat up. And my
Yeah,
little brother,
for sure.
he's a little different, you know what I mean? So now that he grew up with a different generation, he says it, you know, and I'm not feeling comfortable, but at the same